Welcome, fifth graders. This video is for anyone at home that has paint. Paint of any kind other than watercolor. Watercolor will not work. There is a second video of how you're doing this if you don't have an egg carton, a cup, or anything that you can paint, or you don't have paint. You're going to follow the drawing option. So for those that have the egg carton, we have this, and all I did at home, if you don't have hot glue or a popsicle stick, you'll just hold on to it. But this is just another option, and it gives the students an opportunity to write their names. So there you go, Mr. L. Now, today in class, you are going to be picking from basically two colors, white or gray. We are going to, and I'll put this down, we're going to be looking at our animals today, and we are going to be deciding, is this animal, from this animal, what is the lightest color that we see? And on mine, a lot of you will say, oh, it's this pinkish or grayish color. And I see white. I see white around the edge of the eyes. I see white in there. And a lot of yours, it's going to be white. All right. So I'm not going to teach you how to mix colors. I'm basically just going to give today a little introduction on using acrylic paint. Acrylic is different than what we've used in the past. We've used tempera because it comes out of your clothes. This will not. All right. This also dries pretty quick. So after you have the head hot glued on there, all we're going to do today is apply a nice light coat of the white. And what's really important about, or gray, by the way, what's really nice is that the white is going to allow you to have a really nice base. And one thing to remember with the paint and the egg carton is that the egg carton is still a porous material, meaning if it gets a lot of wet substance on it, it's going to start to kind of get soft and brittle. So you don't want to keep painting the same section over and over and over again. All right, you're going to want to, and you'll notice I'm holding on to it until I get to this part of my hand, just for more stability. You're going to want to paint it, get white on it or gray on it, and move on. Okay, we don't want clumps, so you're going to be taking your brush and really making sure that you wipe it and get a nice even layer on it. Okay, and we are adding the white or the gray to everything. If you need to, you might have to put a finger behind it because it's not going to want to be pushed back. So you'll notice my finger here is right behind it for stability. And again, if we use a lot of paint, you got to move it around and you got to go back and get all those thick sections. Smooth it out. In future classes, you're going to be adding multiple colors on top of one another, but you got to allow it to dry. If you put it on thin, it'll dry pretty quick. Okay. So anything that you can kind of see from putting it down flat, you would want to paint. I'm going to paint the back side of the ears, at least just the edges here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing, just to make sure that everything has that base. So the nice thing, if this dries nicely, this first layer of white will actually be like a little bit of a protective layer, and it won't allow a lot of the wetness from the other layers to go through. All right, so this is really all we're going to do today, because the focus is just about getting a nice light coat on there so we can add details with pencil the next class. All right, so these would then go somewhere to store, either leaning them up like this or on their side. Sorry. And then this paint, which will be in little cups, make sure the cover is on. And the brushes, now you need to wash with soap and water. All right, and you're going to basically put water and soap on your hands and do little circle motions like this until the soap stays or comes out clean. Okay, so again, you're going to want to look at your picture, find the lightest color, and then paint that lightest color all over your egg carton.